Den här ska vi lägga. Där plockar vi det upp.
Perfect.
But we'll just practice. And carving back and forth across the sidewalk helps control your speed too.
All right. I used to skate a lot, but then I hurt myself about 2.5 years ago, so I stopped completely. But this is the first time I've been on a board pretty much since then. For some reason, it's still a little weird and new. I guess, you know, you have to practice to make everything perfect.
Action!
Cody, you know, you think he's a normal kid just skateboarding, but he just saved this baby, you know, this car going out of control and it almost ran into a car. He risked his life. Then you see that I'm not just normal, you know, that I have these talents, you know, and these skills.
Oh my God, I'm going into the intersection, including him closing his eyes before you go off to find the car.
Frankie did a lot of the stuff that was slightly lower speeds. I mean, it really required danger and maneuvering. It was quite impressive. There's not a moment in that where you're not biting your nails looking. It's good because at first I'd never seen it. A car going backwards with a kid. It's cute, there's humor, and it's so real, and the jeopardy is great.
Do a little bit more spinning, but I want to be like this.
Going down, grabbing the brake out, and going, oh no.
Yes. Yes.
And action. Stop. Stop your car.
How they actually drove the car. The guy would lay down, face, you know, on his stomach in the trunk, and he had the gas and brake pedals by his feet. They would close off the street when we were filming, but then when the car would have to go back up, the guy would drive it back up the hill. And people would always be looking, because I would be in the passenger seat when we were on the way up. And everyone would be like, what? How's that car driving?
Starter,
Yeah?
kill switch, speedometer, emergency brake,
Wow.
and a little viewfinder there.
Cup holder?
No cup holder. I do have a fan though.
Oh, good.
But it doesn't work.
My name is Terry Leonard, second unit director. Second unit basically is supplemental to the first unit. Whether you're shooting action or inserts or green screens or whatever, it's a way to get a leg up on the schedule. I'm trying to accomplish and put on film through the eyes of the director what he sees creatively. So I'm an extension of that. And hopefully we hit the nail on the head. The whole secret of second units is to be an extension of that first unit.
Towards the end of the skateboard sequence, when Cody slides down the hill towards that train, I wanted the car to come as close to the train as possible. And I just came up with a solution that you could do a simple split screen. And a split screen, you just leave the camera locked off, you can't move it, and then we drove the car through first. I mean, we had lots of takes where the car didn't end up in a good position. And then we had one good take where the car did end up in a good position. And once we had that in the can, we had the train drive through also as close to the camera as we could have it. And then we just put those two images together. Now the important thing when you do a split screen like this is that you don't have to spend too much time between the two different plates because the sun is moving. And what you really need in order to make this match is you need the light to be the same in both of them. Then you can just glue them together and they all look like they were shot at the same time. Also, the other advantage about doing this is that, you know, the car is one element, the train is one element, and I just could time it so that they almost met completely at the same time. This would have been virtually impossible to do live. The skateboard sequence was a little different when we started out. Veshleme came up with this idea of him going through that pipe. And of course we wanted a stunt guy to do that, and apparently there's only 3 people in the world who can do that. So Tony came up with this idea of actually building the whole thing on a rail, because a rail is actually quite easy to remove in post-production. And they had to build this almost 30-foot high roller coaster ramp-like kind of thingy that was just an unbelievable construction. And then the stunt guy had enough speed to go all the way in and then go through the tunnel in one spin.